Hey everyone, it's Mike from Orderflows here, and welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you could join me for today's video, where I'll be talking about recognizing strong order flow in the market. But before we jump in, if you've been enjoying learning from these videos, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads. And if you find today's video helpful, be sure to hit the like button for me and leave a comment sharing your biggest takeaway. I love hearing your feedback. Your support really does go a long way in helping me create more videos just like this. So if you're getting value from my channel and want to see more, make sure you subscribe and let's grow together. Now let's go ahead and get started with today's topic. All right, let's get into it. So understanding strong order flow, right? I mean, there's order flow in the market, always, right? Market trades in a two-way auction. There's a bid, there's an offer. But sometimes there is just average order flow. Sometimes there's weak order flow, which you would see in a market that's sort of going sideways, sort of directionless in the market, drifting. Maybe the market is waiting for, a Fed speaker, Powell, to speak or something like that, or there's a data release coming out. But what about during normal trading hours when there is, a trend underway? What are some of the ways that you can recognize it? And one of the ways that you can recognize that is strong order flow. And what does strong order flow look like? Well, think about it when you're looking at the order flow, right, on a footprint chart. You see, the volume that was traded on the bid, the volume that was traded on the offer, okay? And you're going to see when there's imbalances in the market, okay? Now, imbalances are when the volume in the bid or the offer is greater than the other side by a ratio of usually 4-to-1. Some people like to use 3-to-1. I like 4-to-1. I've always used 4-to-1 for basically forever, as long as I've been trading with a footprint chart. And the black numbers inside the bar are just the normal order flow. So a red number would be a selling imbalance, a blue number would be a buying imbalance, and the black number is just your normal order flow that's taking place in the two-way auction. Okay, so one of the things that you want to look for on a strong, on a trending day or a day that exhibits strong order flow. Now, let me just preface this. Strong order flow doesn't necessarily mean heavy volume. It's how the volume is coming in and being traded is what you're going to define as strong order flow. Okay, so today, just recently, we made a high up here around 9:30. We sort of pulled back a bit, but let's take a look at earlier, because we opened up during the cash session right near our highs and started making new highs. We got all the way up to 49.99 and a quarter, just right on the cash open, and then we pulled back. Okay, we pulled back from 99 and a quarter down to 89, so it was about a 10-point pullback. And then looked like we were going to take off, and then we pulled back more, made let's say a swing low, but we got down to 88, and then it took off above 5,000 and much higher, all the way up to 15 and a quarter here. So basically, we took out this high at 99 and a half, 99 and a quarter, we rose another 15 points. Okay, and said right now we're not that far off. We're trading around 50.11 right now. Our high is 15 and a quarter, so we're about 4 points off that high. We'll see what happens later. But what is some of the signs of strong order flow? Okay, so we hit that high, we pull back. It's understandable. Okay, we hit a high on the cash open, we pull back. Maybe there was some profit taking, but once it started bottoming out down here between 846 and 857, right, we're sort of going sideways. You have a nice stack buying imbalance on the way up, nice stack selling imbalance on the way down, and then it sort of reverses and it's off to the races here, right? Basically from 49.90 all the way up to above 5,000. Okay, so on the first pullback we had this nice stack buying imbalance, right? It's actually 5 levels: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 52, 66, 76, 244, 388. That's a sign of potentially, hey, there's aggressive buyers coming in on this pullback, which is, something that you want to see on a pullback. You want to see the market. If the market is pulling back and you're going to look for the market to go higher, you're going to want to see some aggressive buyers step in to sort of recognize that, hey, these prices are attractive. Okay. And yeah, we go higher. We get all the way up to 96 and a half. We got this little double top, and then we pull back down below this stacked buying imbalance, below this low that was just made here at 8.5, got down to 88, and then we started our, I'll say start our run up yet, but we sort of go up a little bit and then pull back and then take off. But after we hit 96.5, we start coming off. Okay, we got a stack selling imbalance. Now, the volumes involved in the selling imbalance, even though it's a stack selling imbalance, what are the volumes? 67 against 2, 72 against 1, 128 against 1. Okay, it is technically a stack selling imbalance because it's 3 imbalances stacked neatly on top of each other. But would I consider this a strong selling imbalance? Well, not really, because the volumes in here are kind of light, okay? At least here, yeah, you had 52, 66, 76, but up here is 244, 388. Here, the biggest one is just 128. Now, if this 285 was an imbalance and 344, I'd probably look at it a little bit differently, but it wasn't. Okay, so market sells off a little bit, it gets a little bit of a push, pulls back up towards this stacked selling imbalance, then comes off, and then it starts taking off. Now, what is interesting on this move up towards this high here, okay, so again, buying it here early on this first stack buying imbalance, again, not necessarily a bad idea, but when you see that stack selling imbalance come in, yeah, maybe it's time to just cut it. I'm not sure I'd be looking to all of a sudden get short and look for a move down to the low yet, because it's just the intensity of that imbalance, stacked imbalance, is just not enough for me. I like it to be a bit stronger in terms of volume. And then the market just goes sideways. Then it starts reasserting itself here, the aggressive buying. How do I know the aggressive buying is reasserting itself? Well, just by looking at the deltas, 400, 900, 700. Okay, so I know it's pretty strong. It's not pretty strong, but getting stronger. Even though this bar's got 137, the 406, 982, 780 is strong. Here, we got a decent stack buying imbalance, 263, 99, 140. People will say, well, it's only 99, it's not 100. Okay, it's one contract less than 100. I would take that as being pretty strong. So they're all above 3 digits, but again, maybe not convinced yet. Okay, we got a nice stack. Got a nice stack buying imbalance in this bar. We got a nice delta in this bar, 982. Got a nice delta into volume of 34%. So it's telling you the delta as a percentage of the volume is 34%, which is a nice strong. That's why it's colored cyan. You got this imbalance up here. Okay, so it's telling you that it's 145 against 12. Yeah, there was some bidding taking place in the market. Okay, then what happens in the next bar? It starts trading a little bit higher. And delta's 137. It's not super strong, but we're closing on our max delta. Okay, then this next bar, we got 2 buying imbalances. They're not stacked on top of each other. When you're looking at imbalances, it's easy to see stacked imbalances, right? Whether stacked buying imbalances or stacked selling imbalances, simply because they're stacked neatly on top of each other. But when you start running into bars that have multiple imbalances, 2 or more, to me, that's also an important sign, right? It's telling you that there's aggressive buying, just not coming in bunched at sort of, a couple prices, right? It's being spread out. Then the next bar, same thing, 2 buying imbalances. Now, to me, what really stood out in these bars, again, our high for the day is 99.25. We're trading about 4 points off here at, at 95, but even earlier here, okay? Volume in this bar, honestly, is pretty evenly distributed, right? You got a delta of 137, so it's just telling you aggressive buyers were slightly in control. But look at this bar here, okay? What do you got? You got a very strong positive delta, 780. So aggressive buyers are in control. Aggressive buyers are in control, and they're pretty strong. Then when you sort of expand it out a little bit, take a closer look, inspect the volumes, you can see there's heavy volumes also on the bid side. And what's interesting is, 406 is your heaviest volume on the bid side in this bar, or actually the heaviest volume either on the bid or now you got 49 here, but it's the second highest volume, 406. Because imagine, right, it's 780 delta. You're going to be thinking that the volumes are going to be kind of thin on the bid side, just like here, 982 the volume, right? The heaviest volume is only 277. Next one's only 151. But on the offer side, it's pretty consistent, 193, 358, 299. But over here, you're getting strong volume up near the top of the bars, the 305, the 406, 224, 317. So what's happening? Market's getting bid up. People are lifting the offers, but then it's becoming bid here at higher prices for a heavier volume. Then in the next bar, it's kind of a small bar. Again, delta of 149, still positive, 2 buying imbalances. This one, where's the heaviest volume? It's on the bid side, 583. Next bar, again, 2 buying imbalances. Where's the heaviest volume coming in? It's on the bid side, 799. So I know, just by looking at the volumes over several bars, 1, 2, 3, well, these 2 bars at a minimum, the heaviest volume is on the bid side. Still got positive delta. So it's telling me that there were strong bids in the market here. And then next bar, again, nice positive delta, 401, just one imbalance. Then the next bar, we pop up above 5,000. You got a nice stacked buying imbalance in there. And look at this. Heaviest volume taking place in this bar is where? Right here, 5001 spot 50. 1415, the heaviest volume is on the bid side. So I know there was bidders coming in here at 1.5, bidders coming in here at 98, bidders coming in at 97.5, even here 95.5. I know there's strong bidding taking place in the market, and that's why I talk about strong flow. That is a sign of what strong flow is, right? It's not just aggressive buying taking place in the market, right? Because yeah, you need that, right? That's what's going to move the market higher. People lifting the offer and going for the next offer. But what's holding the market from going down is people bidding and bidding strong volumes, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be the heaviest volume in the bar, but it should be relative to the volume in the bar, right? Even though this 406 isn't the heaviest volume, it's the second heaviest volume to the 489 up here. Right? Here's your heaviest volume, 583 against 541 up here, 799 against only 571. 794 is not your heaviest. The heaviest was 890, but it's still a very strong number. It's not 294, it's 794. Obviously up here it's 1415 versus the heaviest volume is what, 1073. So right, that you're seeing strong bids in the market, and oftentimes these strong bids are going to be those long-term traders, the other time frame traders. What's interesting about this 1415 coming in here is it's coming in at new high levels. If it's coming in at new high levels, do you think those are intraday traders? No, it's probably other time frame traders, people with the deep pockets thinking, shit, I got to get in, I got to lock in a position on this because we're probably going higher. Right, and we got all the way up. We moved all the way up, to here to 15.25, starting to come off a little bit. Right now, we're just still trading around 08. But we'll see. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, obviously 5,000 is a big psychological level in the S&Ps. Chances are, I think, again, it's an election year. It benefits the current administration to keep the market propped up. I don't know. I read a lot of bearish information in the market in terms of data with consumer spending and all that stuff. We'll see what happens with this market eventually. But for right now, recognizing strong order flow, you're watching how the volume is being distributed throughout the bar. Okay, as the market is going up. Same thing, what I just said, if you were to turn it on its head 180 degrees, that would be the same thing would apply if the market were selling off. Again, I can't talk about a market selling off because we're at highs up here. But anyway, I hope you guys understand how to recognize strong order flow. It's not just the aggressive buying. You need strong bidding on a market moving up. If the market was moving down, you would need obviously aggressive selling, which would be evident through selling imbalances, stack selling imbalances, negative delta. But then you're going to want to see supply coming into the market in the form of big offers to keep the market from going up. Okay. So, all right, guys. So if that wraps up today's video on strong volume. or strong order flow rather. So if you found these tips today helpful for your understanding of order flow, let me know what you'd like to discuss next by leaving a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more of my upcoming videos. All right, so thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.